Hello everybody, and it is my great pleasure to bring you the 2021 DDNet Game of the Year Awards. We're going to be announcing one per day over much of this month, celebrating the very best and brightest of the video game industry through the year, and it has been an absolutely incredible year indeed. There has almost not been a single week that has gone by without a game that is worth talking about, and we have almost 50 games to award across all of our categories this year, just showing just how much variety and quality and depth there has been in what developers and publishers have been able to put out through very difficult situations. This year we will be giving away 4 awards per category, 2 bronze, 1 silver and 1 gold. It should go without saying which is the top award, that being the gold of course, but don't overlook the others. These are all excellent games that you're going to see over the course of these awards, and we highly recommend that you try each and every single one of them. So with all of that, sit back, relax and enjoy, and allow us to bring you the very best that 2021 has given us. The first bronze medal winner in our fan service category goes to Galgun Returns. Over the past decade or so, Galgun has become infamous for its fan service, and as a remake of the first one, this one certainly does dial that fan service up to 11. But it's not there for no reason. People often assume with Galgun that it's just there for the sake of it, but they actually do some interesting things with it, and they have over the last 10 years in each title, and so they have as well in this one. Galgun is a kind of a subversion of the normal expectations, if you will, where the typical expectation with a fan service game is that you play as a male character, and you chase after the girl that you choose is your favorite, and that is really where the harem builds up around. It's about you picking the girl of your choice. With Galgun, it's kind of the inversion where you need to fight off the girls that are all trying to latch onto you. And it does so in a very comedic and very satirical way. It's very light-hearted. It doesn't aim to be titillating as such, though it is very high on the fan service quality. But it is really just there as a humor thing. And this game is very satirical, very funny, and an absolute delight to play. People who actually play this game generally enjoy it. The second bronze medal goes to Neptunia Cross Senra Kagura Ninja Wars. I think just about everybody knew that this was going to end up on the best fan service of the year lists by the end of it, because it does combine 2 series that are very well known and very well loved for their fan service qualities. Neptunia in the way that it takes the 4 girls that represent the various console companies and have them transform Magical Girl style into very fan-servicey outfits, and Senra Kagura, which does the whole schoolgirl ninja thing with plenty of upskirts and huge chests. Ninja Wars combines those two things in a very natural way, as I think anybody expected. They do go together well, and adds in a couple of extra elements of its own. There's an excellent little fan-servicey minigame in there, in which you need to rest on a peach in the water, and you're in your swimwear and all that kind of stuff, and that really kind of highlights what Ninja Wars is there for. It's not a deep game by any means. It was never going to be. No one expected it to be. It was really there just as fan service for the fans of fan servicey games, so it dials it all up to 11 and beyond. The silver medal for fan service goes to Merry Skelter Finale. Unlike the 2 bronze medal winners, this one is different, and it is different by fan service standards in general. Most of the time, fan service is there as a way of humouring the players. They are already fans of the various properties, and the fan service is there to entertain them at another level entirely. Merry Skelter Finale, on the other hand, isn't really funny about the fan service. It is more a kind of horror-themed dungeon crawler, and within that, the fan service is used to more fetishistic ends. So the game is very much focused on displaying a range of fetishes through the dungeon design, and you play as a group of characters inspired by fairy tales that need to go through these dungeons and engage with that kind of explicit and sublime material. It is fascinating the way they have done it. I wouldn't say it is necessarily titillating. It isn't trying to be sexy as such, but it is certainly trying to tap into those sexual themes in a way that makes it for a very adult, very dark, and very distinctive dungeon crawler. You've never played something quite like Merry Skelter, even if you're a big fan of the dungeon crawler genre, and that is why this is the silver medal for this year. The gold medal in fan service goes to Blue Reflection Second Light. Now, we very nearly took Blue Reflection out of consideration for this category because in so many ways it defies the normal expectations of fan service, to the point that fan service doesn't really feel like a title or a category that this game belongs into. In the end, we have included it because it does feature swimsuits and school uniforms and magical girl transformation sequences, it has shower scenes and all those kinds of things. So it ticks all the boxes that would technically qualify it as fan service, but we still believe that unlike a Galgun or Dead or Alive, this game's fan service is more there for legitimate reasons. It's a bit like there's a difference between an art film and smut, and Blue Reflection Second Light is very much on the art film side of things. Blue Reflection tells a coming-of-age story, hence the school uniforms, between girls that are intimate with one another. It's off-screen, but it's not so much implied as actually verbalized. But it's not sleazy about any of that. It's sweet, meaningful, romantic, warm, and just so wholesome. And I know that wholesome isn't necessarily a word that you would expect in relation to this particular category, but then Blue Reflection Second Light is an elevated bit of art in so many ways, so it stands to reason that its approach to fan service would also be elevated in a way that other games could only ever aspire to be.